Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the limited edition Kraft macaroni and cheese. This is everything bagel. This was mailed to us from Courtney. So I have no idea where Courtney bought this, but it says it has no artificial flavors, preservatives, or dyes. What you need for this mix is just like what you need for a traditional Kraft mac and cheese meal. You need 6 cups of water to boil your pasta in, and then you need 4 tablespoons of butter, which is half a stick, and you need a 1/4 cup of milk. And that is really important. I know I've known people in the past that have tried to get away with, like, if you don't have butter or if I don't have milk. Really, it tastes the best if you have butter and milk, if you make it like they say. So what you want to do is you want to boil the water in a medium saucepan. You want to stir in the macaroni, cook for 7 to 8 minutes or until tender, stirring occasionally. Drain the pasta. It says drain, do not rinse. So do not pour any water over it. You don't do that. And then you want to return it to the pan you're boiling it in, and then add your butter and milk and cheese sauce and mix well, and it's all finished. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is, I think, a good place for kids to start. As far as, like, if you want them to help you learn to cook dinner or something like that, I think this is a Kraft macaroni and cheese meal is a good place for them to start. Everybody should know how to make, every American at least should know how to make a Kraft macaroni and cheese meal. So this is what the pasta looks like. And it says cheese sauce, but it's a powder. It's a powder. It's everything bagel powder. So it's not like a Velveeta where it's a liquid in that packet. It is actually a powder. So we're going to boil the pasta, drain it off, and when we put it back in the pan, we'll meet back up then, and I'll show you how we mix it all together. So I have my pasta drained, and I'm going to add my butter and milk. And we're going to stir this until it's mixed in. And I want to show you, I used to use a full-size big strainer. But if you have one of these little baskets, this pasta the whole box of pasta, cooked pasta, will fit into that basket. And so, like, if you have a strainer like we do, which is larger, and you just don't want to fool with it, just know that one of those baskets will work perfectly fine. So, notice that we do not have this on the heat, but the pan is still hot enough to where it's going to melt that butter. And then once the butter has melted, then you want to add your powder. We're ready. I do have to say that when I was stirring the cheese powder in, it does have like little clumps, which I'm not used to. Like
left clumps of the powder?
Yes, like that is a whole, like you might notice some of that. And unless you spend half an hour to push each one of those down, you're not going to be able to get them all. And I'm just not used to that. Usually the regular Kraft macaroni and cheese, I've never had an issue with that. So maybe it's supposed to be that way though.
Those little hunks are little a bunch of seeds stuck together.
Okay. Well, it says this is 3.5 servings and 2.2 ounces, 62 grams, makes about 1 cup. Prepared, if you use 2% reduced fat milk, it's 310 calories for your serving, for a cup serving.
I don't mind it.
I don't either. It is different.
You definitely get a little bit of a garlic onion flavor. And you taste those sesame seeds and the poppy seeds. Or the poppy seeds.
Poppy seeds, not sesame seeds, just poppy seeds, yeah.
No, you taste the seeds. I wish it had sesame seeds in it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, poppy seeds. Yeah. And you're right. It has garlic and onion, poppy seeds. It has the cheddar cheese, of course. It is different.
Yeah, I'm guessing those little crunches are the poppy seeds.
Normally, we would have Kraft macaroni and cheese. We used to buy it all the time when the kids were little. The great thing about it is it was always affordable. You could get them back then for $0.25 a box. I don't know how much they are now, but they were cheap then. And then all you're having to do is supply a little bit of butter and milk, but it makes a great side dish. So we would have it like with pork chops, or even like we would have ground beef. We would make it into patties, hamburger patties. And even if we didn't have any buns, we would have those on the plate with macaroni and cheese as a side. What do you think this would go well with?
Yeah, I mean, it would go fine with anything. Anything you don't mind a little garlic and onion with, that's mostly what you taste. Although you get the poppy seeds too.
I got one of those pockets, and mine I crunched through like it was a bit of onion.
Oh, really? Most of the ones, the little orange pods, little balls, have been really crunchy and almost hard. Because it's a bunch of seeds stuck together.
I do like it, and it does taste like everything bagel.
It does taste like what it says.
I think you know your kids, and you know whether they would eat this or not. I prefer just the original.
Yeah, I do too. This is just different. It's just something different. If you want something different to try,
if you want to change it up,
yeah, it's not bad at all. I mean, I like it. I'm like you though. I think I just didn't have the original.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about it. Don't mind it. It just changes it up. It's not a really strong garlic or onion. It's not extremely heavy. It's just like if you were to take that seasoning blend, which I'm sure people do that. They probably have the regular box and just sprinkle it over the top.
I got a piece of onion just now.
Yeah, and you crunch through it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I guess maybe that's why that's his limited edition. Because why wouldn't you just sprinkle the powder over? Because if you already buy that anyway, if you already like it.
You could easily season it that way too.
Yeah, I would that's what I would do before I invested in a box.
Yeah.
Is buy a regular box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, make it the way you always do, and sprinkle that over the top. And if you like it that way, then you'll like this. But then I don't see the need for this now that I'm thinking about it.
And honestly, this is not very cheesy. The cheesy flavor, it's not a very cheesy flavor. I think the other flavors kind of take over.
I do too. I think you're mainly tasting the everything bagel, but some people like that enough to where they would rather have that.
Than the cheese. I'd rather have some cheese and that. So it needed a little bit more. I mean, it's not even as cheesy as our regular Kraft macaroni and cheese meal.
No, I don't think it is, because you're tasting the garlic and the onion.
Yeah.
But I can, like I said, I can see why this is limited edition. I don't see the need for it if you have the seasoning yourself. So we'll see. We'll see how it does, and if
I think it's worth trying. If it sounds interesting to you, go for it.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It tastes good.
Exactly. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.